Welcome to the Degenerate Nation podcast. We're gonna just jump in right where we left off. I'm with Aaron, and he's bleeding. I cut him up.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot.
Oh, you thought you saw blood on your
yeah.
face?
I thought I had a nosebleed or something. But,
just cut him a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't like the look of him, so give me a crooked look. Cut him.
I apologize for that.
Yeah, don't give me any looks like that anymore, Aaron.
Yeah, done. Rescinded. So we are gonna jump right into it. I definitely, don't want to talk too much about politics. I know we talked a lot about them last week.
Yeah.
I'm not really too into it, but it does hit close to the home.
Yeah, we're neither pro-Trump, pro-Clinton, or we're pro whoever clicks us, whatever their views are.
Yeah, I mean,
you can mold me,
exactly.
viewers,
and
listeners.
Right now, Donald Trump seems to be really catching a lot of headlines.
Yeah, well, we're gonna let it happen.
So
what is this about?
Yeah, this is about. He had let's see, he was at a veterans, the Retired American Warriors Pact in Virginia today.
Retired American Warriors.
So he was talking about specifically about vet suicide.
Okay.
So let's hear what he has to say.
Let's hear it.
When you talk about the mental health problems, when people come back from war and combat, and they see things that maybe a lot of the folks in this room have seen many times over, and you're strong and you can handle it, but a lot of people can't handle it, and they see horror stories, they see events that you couldn't see in a movie, nobody would believe it.
Okay. All right. So first of all, draft dodging Donald there, who did not go to war, telling people, retired warriors, about war. But anyways, if you weren't, really paying attention, you probably thought, okay, he didn't really say anything that bad.
Yeah.
But what he was talking about is he goes, a lot of people who go to war and come back, they're not like you. They're not strong like you guys in the room, and they can't handle it. And while he didn't, let me actually get his specific quote.
Yeah,
there's no point for me to misquote him.
God forbid he misquote Trump.
Well, really, because I know that it's coming across very anti-Trump, but I'm just anti-intellectuals, and he's an anti-intellectual.
Absolutely is to
me. And so he doesn't think. He's not a thinker. I'm a thinker. I don't respect people who just blurt out things without thinking.
Yeah.
There's a time and a place for that, not our president. But he said when people come back from war and combat and they see things that maybe a lot of folks in this room have seen many times over, and you're strong and you can handle it, but a lot of people can't handle it. The problem with that statement is similar to the stop and frisk thing.
Yeah.
The stop and frisk thing was a little more obvious. That was clearly racist.
That was fucked up.
But this is also really fucked up because anybody who really knows about mental wounds, knows about mental illness, knows it has nothing to do with strength. There are strong people who have mental illnesses. There are strong people who suffer from PTSD. There are strong people who commit suicide. I am sick and tired of the rhetoric that is weak. And now he did not say those people aren't strong with PTSD.
Yeah.
Although we know his comments previously about John McCain being a prisoner of war, and saying, "I don't like to celebrate prisoners."
Yeah.
He's a loser.
He's a loser.
Meanwhile, I think John McCain has endorsed him now, which is disgusting. But he's like, this guy, so again, he's just showing that he doesn't know what he's talking about with so many different issues,
right? And
he just blurts out about them, and that is not what you'd be hearing. Even from Hillary, she would know better than to imply that people, whether or not she believes it, she'd know better than to imply it. And it's just like
he teeters on the edge of that with basket of deplorables.
Yeah, but I mean, still, like they're, I think she's referring to a specific group, but again, that's my thoughts on it.
Yeah,
and we'll talk to a Trump supporter later in the show.
Yes,
I hear we'll be on the show. We don't know who he is though.
Yeah.
So. But we're going to talk to him later in the show. It's going to be a very hard-hitting interview at the end of this podcast.
Absolutely. That's what we do.
Do you have any other thoughts on Trump, really? I mean,
I got plenty of thoughts.
He's now shown in two different ways that he really doesn't support the troops, federal taxes that he doesn't pay, and now it's just like referring to lack of strength in PTSD victims or PTSD survivors, or...
He said it enough to get veterans that didn't suffer from that to get regular Joes to make them think that they're tough, because he lumped those people in with that. Well, I said 3 reasons, right?
You can. There's
there's only 2.
Okay.
There's only 2. I can't think good.
Yeah,
I can't think. Always do that. Idiot. God damn it. Shit. Fuck.
But any other thoughts on Trump?
There's 30. Are we 38 days out? 37 now.
Something like that. Yeah.
It could actually happen. Do you think it could actually happen?
What, Trump?
Yeah.
No, I think he's.
You think he's
this
cooked?
last week has been a disaster.
Yeah.
This last week has been. And
America loves a comeback story.
That's a really scary and good point. And then apparently, Trump later vowed that he's going to have a very robust performance.
Robust performance
with veterans and with dealing with veterans and mental health care. So we'll hear what that is.
He's really just alluding to his penis
maybe
size.
He's just going to yell "pussy" to all of them, each individual veteran, "pussy," and he's just going to yell every morning to them.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts on politics, or you want to wrap up the political?
We'll get back into it with our interview. I have some questions for our supporter.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're going to get back into that later. In the
show. So this segment is for you, sports fans.
Sports. Bad weekend of sports.
Yeah. Why is that? Who you root for?
Let's see. Let's start at. We'll go in chronological
order. Okay.
So we'll start with the Detroit Tigers.
Yes.
They're my baseball team. Yes, I watch baseball. I know not everybody does, but I love baseball. And
you have MMA too.
I do love.
It's like baseball and MMA are your biggest one.
Yeah, and then I really I do in basketball.
Yeah, basketball.
And also football. I don't really care about hockey at all.
I don't care.
So baseball, Tigers go into the final series of the weekend. Half game, the wild card.
Mm-hmm.
If they make the wild card, they obviously make the playoffs.
Yes.
They have a $225 million payroll or something, so they should make the playoffs.
Yeah, that's a pretty fucking...
It's not my money, though, so I don't really care. I like how everybody
set on
gets...
fire.
I really don't care. It's Mike Ilitch who owns all those Caesars. Pizza.
Yeah.
And so they go into their last series. If they win all their games, they have a decent shot. They play the Braves, the worst team in MLB.
Yes.
The worst team.
They won 50 games.
They won 56 games out of 162, including the last 2 against us. But spoiler alert: the Blue Jays, meanwhile, who are right in front of us, were playing the Red Sox, who are one of the best teams in the majors. So Friday night, Red Sox beat the Blue Jays. Yes. All we have to do is win out, and we make the playoffs.
Yeah.
We're playing the Braves. First night, win, no problem. So okay, good start to the weekend of sports here.
Mm-hmm.
We're going into Saturday. I'm feeling good. Michigan State's playing Indiana at night. Whatever.
Easy win.
I'm really looking forward to it because I'm going to it with a young lady. So who's also a real sports fan. She doesn't just. Yeah. You know how girls will say they're sports fans because they think that's what they're supposed to say.
Just to
and then
make sure you fall for them.
Yeah, right. Exactly. It's just a dirty trick that a lot of girls play because they're like, the guy likes it, girl likes sports, and then you go to a game with them and they are embarrassing, or they don't get it, or they clearly don't watch sports and they're watching.
Wait, they're embarrassing?
Yeah.
Like you'd be embarrassed for them?
Yeah, I'm embarrassed. Like they don't know what they clearly aren't a sports.
Yeah,
fan.
but they're doing something so that you can be happy.
Okay,
you haven't got there yet. You'll get there. Throw a relationship away over that, and you'll get there.
No, I mean, it's the principle that you're lying about. I don't know. It's annoying. We'll go to a baseball game, they'll hit a home run, and she'll be like, touchdown! It's like, oh my god, you don't watch sports at all. You just said that. You said that because you thought that's what I wanted to hear. Anyways, this girl is not that girl, and she actually does legit watch sports. Legit, I can talk about box score with her. I know, it sounds so romantic.
I just got a half chub.
I know, I have.
That's all it goes to now, so.
No, but once we get you off those pills and onto Mary Jane, that chub will become a full, strong baby arm holding an apple again.
Does it have a side effect of putting on weight?
No, it's actually been proven to not be linked to obesity at all.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I've lost 50 pounds in the last 9 months.
God damn, you lost 50 pounds?
I was 226 pounds last.
How tall are you?
5'10" if I'm feeling sexy. 5'9" and
Yeah, I'm about 5.
I think I'm 5.
I'm 6'4".
I'm not 6 foot. I'm positive.
6'4".
One of the
big old dick.
The first gal that I ever was with was taller than me.
Yeah.
And Deanna, no way she's listening to a podcast. Yeah, she was
hook a brother up.
She was she was taller than me, and
yeah.
man, did she learn to hate me. We had like the worst, like we like lived in the same dorm.
Yeah.
And like then everybody in the dorm found out about it because I told everybody, but.
Because you're 18.
First time, dude! I thought I was gonna be a virgin.
Sex.
I thought I was gonna be a virgin forever. Do you know that feeling before you have sex?
Yeah, I was 25.
Wow.
Yeah, so I know that. I didn't want to throw it away.
Whoa.
Here's what I would do. Oh, yeah.
Whoa!
I would not go for the girls I actually really wanted or thought I wanted unless it was like an impossible situation. I'm still trying to recover from that. And then simultaneously I was hooking up a bit with some girls that I didn't care about, and this was before Tinder.
But never having, okay.
Yeah, and I didn't realize at MSU you probably could have gone up and like, hey, how's it going? I want to have sex with you eventually.
Yes,
and
a little less rapey than that, but yeah.
Yeah, 1 in 10. I'd be like, okay.
Yeah, if you just like tell a stupid joke or something. Yeah.
And now with Tinder, imagine how easy it is now. College.
It's pretty easy. Even out of college.
Even I would have been on point with
25.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Good for you, man.
Yeah, it was alright. I threw some away afterwards.
Yeah, I mean, you better.
Yeah.
Like, that's
First person was really cool.
Must have been intense. Did you love the first person?
No, but I liked the shit out of him. It was an arrangement of sorts.
So did the person know you were a virgin going in?
Yeah.
And she was cool with it?
Yeah.
What was her reaction?
We only got together once because we didn't live anywhere near each other.
What was her reaction?
That's pretty cool. It's like a challenge. She didn't say it was a challenge, but on some level it probably would have been a challenge.
Because there's a rumor that Drew Neitzel's line in college was "I'm a virgin." He used to just always at MSU, former MSU point guard. If you're not a Spartan fan, but yeah, that was like that. I heard that from several people who went to college at Neitzel's. He'd always go up to girls and be like, "I've never had sex before." Like that would, but like that would be his game.
Starter.
Yeah, that'd be his game.
So there's like 400 girls out there who took
think they have Drew Neitzel's V card. Yeah, it's just like, so
nice.
So I think, as much as dudes, because like even at 18, I was insecure about being a virgin.
Oh, I was insecure as fuck.
Like, I really was, and I was not expecting to talk about this also, but but fuck it.
Fuck it.
Pun intended.
Exactly.
But yeah, I think that most girls would find that attractive. And most guys would think if you said you were a virgin at 25 that they wouldn't. But I think most girls would. But reverse that. If you were into a girl who was like 25 and she said she was a virgin, what would you think?
Oh, good. No one else has been there. This is awesome. My ego is.
Yeah, I would have no problem.
Yeah.
I would have no problem at all.
No, I'd rather it be amazing and me not know about their history because I don't care. That information only puts ideas in someone's head. Not that it's only insecure people. It makes everyone insecure.
Yeah, unless it's important for her to share. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a really good point.
Hey, I have herpes. That's the only time I want to.
Well, yeah, that's important to share.
That they were with someone else before. I like the illusion of me not thinking about other guys.
This is our relationship.
Yeah,
that's a really good point. That's a really good point. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I had something that kind of went south over that. Like, I heard about her the past, and I just wasn't prepared to handle that.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't care. But now I do, maybe. Before, I was like, okay, obviously this person has had a past. I don't care about that. I'm going to be with them, or I want to get to know them and be with them, maybe. Yeah. And that's an intimacy killer.
Yeah, I think we all have like our different buttons and like limits. Like
I had a limit.
That's really interesting.
I think it soured something that might have gone pretty far.
Yeah, I think it's just trust and all that shit. Yeah, so we're not going to get into
even though it didn't work out, she's the reason why I finally sought out therapy.
Nice. Because
I realized that trying to be with someone, like, kind of blindly going into it, needing it, not wanting it, but needing it to work out.
Yeah.
I put too much pressure on myself. And
Absolutely.
so
I
went up against revealing of the past. Like, it was, I wasn't asking about it. I wasn't baiting her, but she talked baiting.
Yeah.
She talked about, previous people out of insecurity. I'm not really sure.
You think she was trying to make you jealous?
Yeah. I think
girls
maybe some insecurity there.
Yeah.
But here's this illusion that I think I'm suddenly going to be secure with myself if I meet the right one. I carried those delusions in.
I still think that.
Oh, yeah.
I still think that, so...
The key is to somehow find a way to not think about that. I still haven't got there. I'm 34.
Yeah. I don't...
There's many ones. It's about the one that you stick it out with.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I agree, and it's just like, I think like a lot of it is just like not listening to people other than the two who are involved.
Absolutely. And clean buttholes.
Clean buttholes are key for everything. Dicks and buttholes.
Dicks and buttholes.
Clean dicks, clean vaginas, clean buttholes, clean everything.
I clean mine with salt water. What about you? Are you a distilled guy?
What? With what? I just... Shower? What kind of water is shower water?
The Newfoundland water.
Okay. And we're going to move on here.
Newfoundland nectar is salt water.
And we're gonna get out of the deep end here. We are swimming out of the deep end, and we are getting into finally something I know a lot of people have been waiting for us to talk about, which is all of the sports here.
All the sports.
And I realized I just got sidetracked from what I was talking about.
Just in depth.
So wow.
We'll come back to that.
Let's reset. My worst sports weekend somehow turned into talking about our sex lives. And
it reminded me of worst sex life.
Well, it's because I brought up I was thinking about the girl who I went to this watch the game with, and then we had a really good time. And no, we are not together, but I think there's potential there.
Oh, I hope so.
Eventually, or who knows? But and
if it doesn't, on-air breakup is required.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you will have to come on to the podcast to let it know. Oh my God, you'll see me cry.
It's never over until it's on the podcast.
Yeah, it's not official until it's on the
podcast.
Fuck
Facebook official. It's not
podcast.
Degenerate Nation podcast official.
Exactly. We'll start up our Facebook page at some point here soon too.
Oh, absolutely. No, there's a Facebook page.
Yeah, well, we'll get back onto that.
And the Twitter.
Yeah, exactly.
I forgot to plug it last episode. The end of last episode. It's at Degenerate Show.
Yep.
That's Degenerate Show. And Twitter, Facebook is. I gotta get the URL back at you in a bit.
Yeah, we'll make sure to post that.
And the Twitter account is. I just said at Degenerate Show.
At Degenerate. Okay. Again, so back
DegenerateNation at gmail.com. Sorry.
Okay, back to my sports weekend here. Worst sports weekend ever, aside from the company. So back to the game. Michigan State's playing Indiana that night. At the same time, the Tigers are playing the Braves. They won the first game. So the Tigers end up losing to the Braves. I'm pretty frustrated at that point, and I'm watching the State game. Yeah, they're up like 7-0, but not looking good.
No, they looked like crap. That was a shitty 7-0 lead.
Yeah, and it just they were playing to get to the fourth quarter.
Yep,
they got to the fourth quarter, 21 unanswered points by Indiana, and then we finally scored to tie it up towards the end. 21-21 going into
on 4th and 2.
Yeah, 4th.
So we were like, "Oh, this is destiny." We flirted with failure.
We had a close call after a horrible performance last week against Wisconsin.
Yeah,
close call. And of course, we go for it on 4th down. We get it with Josiah Price. Nice catch.
Yeah, it was a great catch. We went nuts at the bar.
Yeah, I mean, it was back.
Yeah, you were at your own
we
bar.
were all going crazy. I was actually watching at home at that point. So I was pretty happy at home, and then going to overtime, and we just do nothing. We get sacked for the first 2 times in the game,
twice back to back. He could have gotten rid of that ball.
Absolutely,
it's a 9. It's 9. No, I was going to say 19. He's a 21, 22-year-old kid.
He's a senior.
Yeah, but he's a kid.
Yeah.
I don't get as upset about the players anymore.
Yeah,
they don't deserve my scoring. My joy, yes, but not my score.
Yeah, it is funny. I am watching everybody. I'm older than everybody on the team. I've been like that for a few years now.
Yeah, it doesn't start to get you until you're like, oh, these people have families and they can get concussions.
They're kids.
They're children.
They're unpaid kids.
Yeah.
And then obviously overtime, those 2 sacks, and then
missed the 49-yard field
Geiger
goal.
short and to the right. I mean,
it didn't get close. And then we gave up a field goal attempt. I believe it was a 33-yarder left hash mark.
Martinez.
The guy fucking misses it, but we get flagged for leaping. Have you ever seen that before?
Second time in the game. Yes, and I've seen that before. I know that is a rule everybody knows. Yeah, it's a rule everybody knows. It wasn't necessary, and it cost us the game. And
a lot of these cost us a game, but that didn't help.
Well, that was the final straw, because if they missed that field goal, we go into a second overtime.
Probably win.
Who knows? I mean, we were favoring the game, so from a technical standpoint, we probably win. So we missed that. I'm at home going nuts, scaring the animals. I usually am able to keep my shit, but I just hate when we give away games like that.
Yeah, that was a piss away. That wasn't a giveaway.
We gave it away, so that happened, and on top of it, the Tigers had lost. Going into Sunday, the Lions are playing the Bears.
Yes.
And Hoyer's starting. And I'm like, okay, we've beat the Bears 6 straight times. We have their number. They're not looking great early in the season. 0-3. They got a backup running back. Never heard of them. Jordan
Howard went to IU, actually.
Jordan Howard. So it was a bad weekend for me against IU, for sure.
Yeah.
He rushes for over 100 yards. The Lions look absolutely inept. Brian Hoyer, former Spartan, looks absolutely wonderful. Looks like a Heisman, and at that point I'm happy. But
the Lions made him look like an all-pro for sure.
It was my final game as a Lions fan.
I hope so. I wanted that in writing. I want to save your life.
It's on my Facebook page.
After
it's
Facebook official
as of October 2nd.
It'll be like your number 2 change your life moment after smoking.
Yeah, I'm so glad to be done with them. I am a free agent right now. I'm trying out a couple teams right now.
Yeah.
I immediately went over to the Patriots, and they got shut out, so that scared me a little bit.
16-0, yeah.
Yeah, they got shut out against the Bills, so now I'm scared, although they didn't have Brady.
They didn't have Brady or Garoppolo.
Or Garoppolo, and I started Gronk also in fantasy, so the Patriots are on my shit list a little bit.
Yeah.
So the other couple teams could be the Bengals or the Vikings. And then, so the Lions losing, and then the Tigers lose 1-0 on Sunday.
Yeah.
Final nail in the coffin. It didn't matter. The Blue Jays had won anyway, so it didn't matter. They had already blown their opportunity, but they were going into the final series against the worst team in baseball.
And they
with their season on the line, and they lost 2 of 3 to them. I just don't get how that happened. So,
I mean,
this was really the worst sports weekend from a personal perspective in my life, with the Lions, with the Tigers blowing the playoffs, with the Lions being the Lions. It's not like this was an extremely bad Lions performance. It was the same old shit, and I'm sick of it. And I don't care that I grew up there, so I have to be a fan.
Right.
Fuck that.
No, fuck.
They suck, and I'm not going to be a Redskins fan. Fuck Dan Snyder.
We love Kirk Cousins,
though. Exactly. We do love Kirk Cousins. I will always be a Piston fan.
Yeah.
The Pistons are my favorite team.
And you don't care about hockey, right?
And I don't give a fuck about hockey, except when we're good.
Yeah.
Which
is not currently.
Yeah, we still make the playoffs for like 24 straight years.
I'm a Blackhawks fan, or was a Blackhawks fan.
Blackhawks fan. Blackhawks are like the new Red Wings.
Yeah. You either love them or hate them.
Exactly. So that was my worst sports weekend
nice.
that I've ever had. And it really was. And overall, I think I handled it well.
Yeah.
No bullet wounds.
You're still here. No one got shot.
Yeah, I didn't shoot myself. And so I want to go into...
Let's get into some NFL picks.
Pick them.
We'll pick college maybe next week.
Yep, we're just going to do NFL for tonight.
This is week 5, right?
Week 5 on the NFL. We got the early spreads here thanks to a Bleacher Report.
Bleacher Report spreads. I'm going to do a pick, and then he's going to pick the same game. Yep. So Andy's picking, and then Ron.
Yep. All right. So first game, no line. Arizona at San Fran.
At San Fran. Now Palmer is possibly out for that game, which is why there's no line.
I think he's going to be out.
So it's Drew Stanton starting.
Yep.
And what do you think the line's going to be once they announce it? Because let's go with whatever.
4.5. I'll give it 4.5 for Arizona.
You think Arizona would be favored by 4.5?
Or 3.5.
Okay, 3 because 4.5.
3.5. I'm right.
Arizona. Faith in Drew Stanton.
Okay.
That's a great game to start with.
So San Francisco, go green. San Francisco's looked really good, actually. Even though they lost to Dallas yesterday.
Yeah.
I mean, they shut out the Rams, the 3-1 Rams. The 3-1 Rams. The Cardinals are what, 1-3?
1-3 now.
1-3 juice. You know what? I'm gonna take San Francisco to cover.
Are you familiar with the back against the wall game? Have you bet long enough to finally start to play that or avoid it?
I don't give into it. I wouldn't bet on this game. I'm not gonna lie. I would not bet on this game.
Okay, we're advising our listeners not to bet on that.
Right. I think San Francisco could keep it close, and I don't think Arizona has. I don't think with Drew Stanton they're going to run the ball a lot more.
So I think
it could be a field goal. They win by a field goal.
Yeah, and there's a possible teaser play would be San Francisco plus 3.5.
For sure. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Okay.
For sure. All right. Next game is the 1-3 Tennessee Titans against. I don't have the records here, so I'm just
that's
so we
fine.
got Titans versus at Miami.
What's the
Miami
line?
minus 3.5.
Titans.
Wow. Quickly.
Yeah.
Why?
Miami sucks.
Okay.
So they're getting 3 points. I don't see them blowing them out. The Titans. Miami has like Jay Ajayi as their starting running back.
Yeah, and Kenny Stills gets one catch a game.
Yeah. Oh, you drafted him?
Yes.
Oh, ouch. Yeah. So the Titans have showed flashes with their running game. I don't have the numbers out in front of me.
DeMarco had 2 touchdowns last week.
Yeah, he had 2 touchdowns.
I think he has 4 or 5 on the year.
And they got Henry.
Delaney Walker should be back.
Yeah, Walker played last week. He should be back.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go with the Titans.
Titans, you got a score?
With it, Dolphins.
Yep.
I don't. 20-17.
I'll go 23-20 Titans.
Yeah.
But yeah, I also agree that I don't get why Miami's getting the points there, and that would be.
They're at home. It's the home points.
Yeah, but even so, I'd almost make that even.
Yeah.
I'd almost make it even. That's a pick'em game completely. Yeah. And for Arizona, San Francisco, what do you think the score would be? What do you think, shootout or what?
Yeah, no.
So what, like 17-10?
Well, let's see. Arizona just lost 17-13, and it's at San Francisco.
Yep. San Francisco scored 31 points last week.
17-14. No, the week before they scored 31.
Didn't they score? Wasn't it 31-38 last week against the Cowboys?
Against the Cowboys? No, it was 24-17.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it's a little bit off
there.
Sorry, Samsonite, I was way off.
Samson. Slimmy, Slappy, Swami.
Swenson.
Samson.
So we're gonna possibly add over-unders next week, but we're gonna just do straight spreads this week.
Yep. All right, so let's go Washington at Baltimore. Baltimore -4.
Washington. I think they're gonna win outright.
Baltimore is undefeated, right?
No, they lost.
They lost this last week? Okay.
Yeah, they lost to the Raiders. The Raiders
are at the last second. That's right.
Yeah.
I really was tuned out of sports at the end of the day just after the Lions.
Oh, you have to be. That's the time to walk away. And you're walking away from the Lions possibly permanently. I support that.
Yeah, it is permanent.
Yeah.
I'm 100% sure it's permanent.
Nice.
Last year, I said to my brother I quit, and then they won their last 7 games of the year last year.
Yeah.
They reeled me in a little bit with Jim Bob Cooter
and
Jim Caldwell, and I really started believing him a little bit in Stafford.
Yeah.
I also agree. Washington. I'll take Washington.
Do you think they're going to win too?
Yeah, I think it's going to be 24-14.
Yeah, we're telling you money line.
Yep, 24-14.
Money line. Take the Redskins.
Yeah, I take the Skins outright in that one. Your boys, Chicago at Indianapolis. Indianapolis -4.5.
Chicago.
Okay, so who's your starting quarterback?
Because the Colts are fucking 1-3. Hoyer's starting this week.
Do you think Cutler ever starts again for you guys?
Yeah.
You guys look pretty inspired under Hoyer.
John Fox. If Fox has full control, then no.
Okay, because he would stick with Hoyer?
He'd stick with whoever he thinks can let them win.
Okay.
Let them win. But I don't know if that's Hoyer long term, and that comes as a Spartan and as a Hoyer supporter and a Bears fan, or sort of Bears fan.
Yeah. I'd take the Colts.
Yeah.
I'd take the Colts.
Colts -4.5.
I think they're going to win by 10.
Because it's the back against the wall game?
Yeah,
or they're just that much better than
back
Chicago?
against the wall, I think that they really started to get it together against... I did watch that Jacksonville game in London because it was...
So you're the one.
I was the one who watched that game. I was just up, and so I was watching it, and when they started doing the no-huddle, they looked like a different team.
Yeah.
They looked really...
They should always do no-huddle,
I think
especially once Moncrief comes back.
I think they're going to do I think they're going to do a lot of no-huddle this week.
Good.
Because that's when they started their comeback.
And they'll torch the Bears defense.
And they really almost beat the Jags. And the Jags are they're not bad. Watching that game, I like the Jags moving forward, actually.
Right. So you got Colts, and I'm on the Bears?
Yeah, I got Colts, and I got Colts, -4.5, Colts 24-14.
Okay.
So I just think that Hoyer's going to have a come back down to earth. He's not playing Lions.
Yeah.
And I think the Colts back against the wall. Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. So Jets at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh -7.
Oh, Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I mean Fitzpatrick 9 picks in the last 2 games.
Yeah, that's not so good.
I think Pittsburgh. I don't know what the spread. The spread would have to be -9.5.
I think it might settle at 7.5.
And I'd still take the.
I would too, yeah.
But at 7, I'd jump on that right away if I was betting.
I'd put them in a parlay.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'd take it up to 9, though, man. I'm telling you, I don't think that the Jets have a shot in that game.
No.
At all.
Steelers looked fucking awesome.
Yeah, and that perfect loss early in the year.
Yeah.
Okay, here's Houston at Minnesota. Minnesota -6. I believe right now, I could check it out.
Yeah, we'll check the score.
I'm pretty sure that
they were
up 14-0 last time I checked. So, and again, Bradford was looking excellent.
Oh, that's good. I'm on the Vikings.
So you got the Vikings -6.
6. Yeah, they're playing the Texans.
Yeah, and it's at Minnesota.
No J.J. Watt.
Yeah, I'd say like 24-16.
Yeah,
Minnesota.
Osweiler.
Yeah, Osweiler could throw a lot of picks.
I'm gonna say 23-10.
Okay, so I'd totally respect.
I'd throw Minnesota in that little parlay.
Yeah. So
is that the one I said to parlay?
No, you said parlay with the Steelers game.
Oh yes.
So,
I'd be on the Steelers and the Vikings right now.
Yeah, but and then all right, next game. I mean, New England at Cleveland. New England -10. Brady's comeback. Cleveland keeps it close.
Yeah.
Wow. No, I gotta say New England comes out.
New England blows them out.
Yeah, 34-10.
34-10.
They're gonna.
I know the Browns.
Cody Kessler.
I know the Browns just lost to the Redskins.
Mm-hmm. But they
by
stuck
10.
in there.
But they had 3 turnovers in the second half.
Yeah.
2 of them were consecutive, I believe.
And there's a real good chance that Brady comes out not looking that sharp.
Yeah.
And Gronk still hasn't shown that he can be Gronk
But
yet.
you're on the Patriots, though, right? By 24. As a lapsed gambler, and by lapsed, I mean, I lapsed away from gambling.
Yeah.
I'm gotten smarter about it.
Yep, as you gain some perspective.
Exactly.
Yep.
And that line seems
deceptively too good.
Too big, yeah.
That's why we'll go on to the next game here.
Yeah.
Philadelphia against my former Lions. Philly -1. I'll take Philly all day.
Oh my God. Did I say I was former? Jumping back in there.
Oh, I said former.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I mean me jumping back into the.
Oh yeah. Right there.
Oh God, what a juicy line that is. Mm-hmm. Hammer that shit.
Yeah.
All right, so we have an early parlay.
That's gonna move. That's gonna move so
Eagles,
much.
get on that shit now. Get on the Eagles now.
If you get the Eagles, take Eagles, Cleveland, and Pittsburgh in a parlay.
Yeah.
I would do that.
That would pay out. You mean? Oh yeah, the Cleveland spread.
Yeah.
I'm saying Pittsburgh, Minnesota, money line.
Add Minnesota too.
Yeah, Eagles, Vikings, Steelers money line parlay. Do
Absolutely. Book that shit.
Yeah.
I would, if you can get on those early lines right now. I don't know how official these are, but
oh God, Eagles teasers.
Yeah, that's
the Eagles +6. Oh my God. All right, what's up next?
All right, this is Atlanta at Denver. What a game that is, and it's Denver -6.5 after this performance last week.
Is it at Atlanta?
It's at Denver.
Denver.
I'm giving Atlanta the points.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. I think
Atlanta's
Denver
that
could win, but I'm giving Atlanta the points.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
That's cool.
I think it's
Warriors saying don't parlay that one.
Yeah, 3-point. That's a 3-point game either way.
Yeah.
I think. I don't think 6.5 is shocking to me with how Atlanta
You
played.
got Atlanta to win.
Atlanta
outright.
played the best offensive game of maybe ever between those two players. 500 yards for Ryan, 300 for... Yeah, come on.
Akeem Talib's not giving that up.
Of course not, but that's still crazy.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know, but that's a pick 'em.
Yeah.
Atlanta's one of my surprise teams. All right, this game, Buffalo at Los Angeles, LA -3.
Rams
are 3-1. Yeah, and
Bills will be riding high after beating the Patriots, so they're down to get Rex Ryan back down to earth.
Especially with Rex Ryan in LA, he'll have the shades on. It'll be all Hollywood.
Yeah,
he'll
fuck it up.
I agree. I'll take LA. Who is going to have 4 wins if they win next week?
They might be 4-1 with Case Keenum.
Insane.
Change of scenery, baby.
I mean, in that first game, they got shut out by the 49ers.
Yeah, 28-0. Since then, they've been on a tear.
My roommate is a huge Rams fan.
They beat the Seahawks, right?
Yeah, beat the Seahawks, the Cardinals. And
they're legit.
Yeah, I mean they're definitely good. Yeah, I got a Rams fan, a Titans fan, a former Lions fan, a bunch of sad fans. I don't know why we're such losers. All right, so
I got some theories.
I got LA like 23 to 17.
Okay.
LA 23 to 14, 23-13.
23-13.
I don't believe in Buffalo very much.
Yeah,
I just don't. I think they're not.
We're on the Rams.
All right, this is San Diego at Oakland. Oakland -3.5. I'll take Oakland.
San Diego.
I think San Diego's going to be beat after last week.
After getting deflated, back against the wall game.
Yeah, but I think it's a game they should have won.
Yeah,
they know they should have won.
Yeah.
So I'll take Oakland. I think Oakland's going to put some points up, just like everybody has on the Chargers this year.
Oh, that's true. They do suck.
Joey Bosa's out.
If this was a confidence pool, I'd only put 1 point on San Diego.
That's fair. Yeah, I'll take Oakland 38-28.
Okay.
I think Phillip Rivers will still do.
Yeah, Rivers will show up,
but
always does.
And Oakland's defense isn't that crazy, but their offense is better. So I'll take Oakland in the points there, or give the points away there. All right. Cincy at Dallas. Ooh, man, there's a lot of really good matchups this week. Or maybe I'm just like over it. But Cincy at Dallas. Dallas -1.5 at Dallas.
Cincy.
Score?
23-20.
Okay, 23.
Cincy, yeah.
Yeah, I think
that line is trying to get you on Dallas.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, take the Bengals. I'll take Cincy too.
Yeah.
It almost got me. You're right. You're totally right. Yeah, I'll take Cincy 28-21.
Okay.
I think
perfect.
I'll definitely take them. Good point. All right, New York Giants on a short week at Green Bay.
Green Bay. What's the line?
-7.
It'll change.
Yeah.
If the Giants end up losing tonight.
Yeah, which it looks like they are.
Yeah. It'll go down or go up. So I'm going to jump on that while I can.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's what we're doing. I'll take Green Bay for sure with that one. Yeah, I think they won by 2 touchdowns.
Thursday night games are never good, so I mean it's just like a total blowout, guaranteed.
Yep. That's the Thursday night game this week?
Yeah.
Oh, so they play Monday and Thursday?
No way, is it?
It's on NBC. It's
Sunday night.
It's Sunday night.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Sunday night.
That would be crazy.
The Thursday night. I was going to say they couldn't do that.
Okay.
Thursday night game is Arizona San Fran, so Carson's definitely out.
Okay. Are we missing any games?
We got one more left.
Okay.
The Monday night game. Tampa Bay at Carolina, no line as Cam Newton is looking like he may be out, but they're not sure. So it's hard to predict, but there's no line.
I'm going to say whatever Carolina gets, take it. Back against the wall.
They can win with Anderson.
And the wall is Tampa Bay. So
they can win against Anderson, and Winston is not shy about giving away the ball.
Yeah, so, that works. So there's our picks.
Yeah, so those are the picks. So just to,
we'll put them in the description of this episode.
But looks. I think there's a lot of really good matchups this week.
It sounds juicy, man. Get out that parlay.
Yeah, the
Steelers. What was it? Steelers, Vikings.
Yeah,
what was the third one?
So I would take Tennessee over Miami.
Yeah.
Plus 3.5. I would take the Steelers over. Where is that? The Steelers over the Jets at home -7.
Yeah.
Minnesota at home over the Houston -6. I'd take Cleveland at home +10.
Mm-hmm.
I'd take +1 Philadelphia at Detroit.
Yes, that was the Eagles, Steelers, Vikings. Get on that money line parlay. Chase the money.
I would stay away from the Atlanta-Denver game.
Yeah, get away from that.
Kill it with fire. As well as, So I think that's a good spot to wrap up for
Wrap up
week.
sports.
And we will get more into MSU basketball here coming up because it looks like the football season is.
Yeah, are we going to push back this interview?
Let's push back the interview with Elmo.
That's good because we just got a text from his manager. Apparently, he's coked out right now. So
it happens. Our guests right now, they don't take us seriously all the time, and they don't take themselves seriously.
Yeah.
So we'll talk to them.
Absolutely, we'll get Tickle Me on the show.
Any other thoughts before we part ways for this week?
Yeah,
sir?
38 days, 37 days now.
37 days.
So Trump wins.
So your prediction is Trump.
I'm going with my nihilistic streak and saying Trump.
Okay, I'm saying after the week of disasters between the federal taxes and not understanding how mental health works and the multitude of other things, him appearing in a porn movie, there's just lots of stuff.
People would staple their assholes shut if Trump told them to.
Some people would, but not me.
Some of them would have to take the staple out that was already in there.
Right. They're like, you want me to restaple? But, yeah.
I can't be gay if I staple my asshole shut.
Yeah, but we'll see. At this point, my prediction is Hill, I guess.
Hillary wins. So we've learned who to bet on, and we've learned that Trump supporters staple their assholes. Not always.
True. That's
not always. True. Sometimes it's a paperclip.
It's not true. None of that is true, and this all comes off as very anti one side, and this is not.
Oh no, we're not Hillary fans either. But for the nihilistic side is very pro-Trump because I understand the appeals.
I am not nihilistic. I just want to make that clear.
That's right. You worked with dogs. You're a good person.
Well, that doesn't. Who knows? But until next week, Andy.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.